Alright, this question is from exercise 3.4, question 15. It's to show that tan 3 theta is equal to 3 tan theta, tan cubed theta. Alright, so start with the left hand side. No need to set it out formally like a proof because it's just asking you to show, so it's not asking you to do a proof. So left hand side equals tan 3 theta, so that's equal to sine of 3 theta over cos of 3 theta. Right, so you need to think about substituting in for sine and cos, the expressions that we know for sine of n theta. So sine of 3 theta will be z to the power of 3, subtract z to the power of minus 3, all over 2i. And cos of 3 theta will be z to the power of 3 plus z to the power of negative 3, and only over 2. So don't forget the I there for your sine. Right, so here we've got a fraction divided by fraction, so our fraction work from middle school multiplied by the reciprocal of this denominator, so 2 over. Those 2's cancel out, leaving z to the power of 3 it's all of that multiplied by I, so the brackets are necessary there. Right, so that's the left hand side. Now we'll go to the right hand side. Alright, so for the right hand side we have 3 tan theta cubed Alright, so this is going to be similar, it's just going to be more annoying really, it's just more substitutions. So once again we want to substitute in our sine over cos for tan theta, and then simplify before you do your substitutions, otherwise it's going to be very annoying. So it's equal to 3 sine theta over cos theta, that's this one here. Now tan cubed theta, that's going, I'll do it the long way, that's going to be sine theta over cos theta all cubed. And it's going to be 1 subtract 3, similar to the numerator, this is going to be sine theta over cos theta squared. Right, so now let's do the cubed and the square here. So that would be sine cubed theta over cos squared theta. Right, so we've got a pretty nasty fraction there. If we start to substitute in now for our expressions for sine theta, that's going to get pretty horrible. So let's try to simplify this fraction first, just to save all that extra work. So let's look at the numerator. This one here has to be the same as this denominator, so we can do the subtraction. So we're going to multiply the denominator and the numerator by cos squared theta. So it'll be 3 sine theta cos squared theta over cos cubed theta. And now the denominator, once again, to do this subtraction, this 1 needs to be expressed as a fraction where the denominator is the same as this one. So that's cos squared theta, subtract Alright, so now we can do the subtractions in the numerator and the denominator. So subtract from here. Subtract sine cube theta. Hopefully you remember the denominators stay the same. And likewise with the denominator, it's going to be cos squared theta all over cos squared theta. Alright, if possible, factorise. So I can factorise this numerator here. We can take out a sine theta, so it's sine theta can't read my own writing. All over. We can't simplify that. We can substitute in for sine squared theta. We can substitute in 1 minus cos squared theta, so then we might be able to do some simplifying, so we'll do that. And we'll be able to do that here as well. Substitute in either for cos squared theta or sine squared theta. That should help reduce the amount of work that you have to do. So we'll do that here, cos squared theta. So I've just substituted it in 1 minus cos squared theta there. Alright, so I'm gonna do that here. I'm gonna substitute 1 minus sine squared theta here. Hopefully that just simplifies it a bit. So I've substituted 1 minus sine squared theta for that. So minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 times minus cos squared theta will be plus 3 cos squared theta. So you can see how that can simplify now, because we can they're like terms, so we can add them. Alright, so the numerator, we've got sine theta outside of 3, subtract 3 sine squared theta, subtracting a sine squared theta, so we can simplify that. And our denominator now can be written as 4 cos squared theta minus 1 over cos squared theta. Okay, do not think about cancelling those. You can only cancel common factors. This is not a factor of the numerator. It's a factor of this term, but it's not a factor of the expression in the numerator. So do not cancel those out. All right, so let's just finish simplifying this numerator here. So we've got sine theta, and this will be 3, subtracting 3 of these, then subtracting 1 more of these, so that's subtracting 4. All over, running out of room. Hopefully you can see down there. 4 cos squared theta subtract 3. All right. Now, we've got a fraction divided by a fraction, so we can simplify further. So let's multiply by the reciprocal.